Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to tell you the answers of first PUC Model Question Paper 2 of Sociology. The part 1 of this video has already been uploaded. This is the part 2 which will start from question number 23. So let's start the video. So the first question is question number 23, in which you have to tell the characteristics or elements of the community. So a community has the following characteristics or element. So the first one is group of people. The second is a definite locality. In group of people, you can write that a group of people is the most fundamental or essential characteristics or elements of community. This group may be small or large, but community always refer to a group of people. Next is a definite locality. The next one is, third one is a community sentiment. It is another important characteristics or element of community. The fourth one is naturality. Communities are naturally organized. It is neither a product of human will nor created by an act of government. So this is all about question number. We are discussing 23. Now we will discuss the answer of question number 25, in which you have to discuss about important characteristics of association, which are as follows. So the first one is a group of people. An association is basically a group of people who have some common objectives. Without a group of people, no association can be formed. Hence, a group of people is important. So this is the first characteristics of association. The second one is organization. Association does not refer to any ordinary group of people, rather it refers to an organized group of people. Now third is common aims and objectives. It is the most important characteristics of association because association does not refer to a mere collection of human beings, rather it refers to those group of individuals who have some common aims and objectives. So this is the third characteristics. Now the fourth one is the some rules and regulations, and the fifth one is the cooperative spirit. So association is the result of cooperative spirit of some organized individuals. Hence the other name of association is cooperation. So in this way, answer of question number 25 is completed. Now we'll move on to answer of question number 26. So competition plays an important role in our social life. It performs a number of functions in society. So the first one is assignment of statuses to individuals. So this is the first one, the first role which a competition plays in our social life. So the next is source of motivation. Competition is a source of motivation for the individuals. It stimulates people to obtain recognition or to win some kind of prize in society. The third one is that contributes to socio-economic progress. So this is the third one. Healthy and fair competition is considered essential for human welfare. It is a symbol of social and economic progress. Now the fourth one is that it provides for new experience. The competition always provides for new experiences by providing better opportunities to satisfy their desires for new experience and the better recognition. Now the fifth one is competition and social mobility. As far as the individual is concerned, competition implies mobility and freedom. The spirit of competition helps the individual to improve his social status. In this way, answer completed. Now we'll move on to question number 27, in which you have to explain the characteristics of society. The characteristics of society. This is the answer of question number 27. Now, society. So, the society is the largest human group. This is the first characteristic. The second one is it satisfies the need of its members. The third one is one of the characteristics of society is having sense of belonging and cooperation. It is more or less permanent association. Next one is everyone in society is dependent upon every other member. Next is it should be organized, that is society should be organized and will be having division of labor. Next one is it will be having likeliness and differences. Due to these differences, variety in human behavior and division of labor and specialization of roles is there. Next, It lasts for a longer period of time than groups and communities. Next one is it will form a social structure through social institutions, family, education, economic, political, and religious institutions. These basic five institutions are found in all societies of the world. So, these are the characteristics of the society. Now, we'll move on to part 4. In this part, also, you have to answer 4 questions. The first one is question number 29. Factors that favor assimilation. So, the first one is toleration. The next one is intimate social relationship. The third is amalgamation or intermarriage. Amalgamation or intermarriage, which is a factor which helps to complete assimilation. Next is cultural similarity. The next one is education. The sixth one is equal social and economic opportunity. Public education alone is not enough. People of all groups must have equal access to socio-economic opportunities. Next is question number 31, characteristics of culture. So the first characteristics is learned behavior. Not all behavior is learned, but most of it is learned. Next one is culture is abstract. Culture exists in the minds or habits of the members of society. Culture is the shared way of doing and thinking. Next, the third one is culture is a pattern of learned behavior. The definition of culture indicated that the learned behavior of people is patterned. The fourth one is culture is the product of behavior. Cultural learnings are the products of behavior. As a person behaves, there occurs changes in him. The next one, fifth one is culture includes attitudes, value, knowledge. There is widespread error in the thinking of many people who tend to regard the ideas, attitudes and notions which they have as their own. It is easy to overestimate the uniqueness of one's attitudes and ideas. When there is agreement with other people, it is largely unnoticed, but when there is a disagreement or difference, one is usually conscious of it. Next is question number 32, in which you have to write about the role of education in improving the present life, in social life, in every life. So some of the areas where education helps are, it helps in the removing poverty, it helps in safety and security against the crime, it further helps to prevention of wars and terrorism, because to lead a safe and secure life, one needs to understand the value of education in our daily life. Next one is trade and commerce. A mere good education doesn't simply mean for going to school and colleges and getting a degree. However, it further implies that the trade and commerce of the country will also be flourished easily if its citizens are well educated. Next one is law and order. Education will also help to improve the law and order of the nation, of the country. It will not only help you to get a good education by going to schools and going to colleges, but it will also help to improve the law and order of the nation and of the society. The next one is question number 34, in which you have to describe what the characteristics of social changes. So the first characteristics is change is social. So social change means a change in the system of social relationship. So this is the first characteristics, that a change is a social. So we are reading about the characteristics of social change. The next one is universal. A social change is universal because it is present in all societies and at all times. No society remains completely static. So it keeps on changing. The third one is continuous. Social change is a continuous process. It is not a one-time process. It will go on. It is an ongoing process. Next is fourth one is inevitable. So the fourth characteristics of change is that social change is inevitable. It is the human nature that desires change. The next one is, fifth one is temporal. Social change is temporal. Change in anything or any object or in a situation takes place through time. Time is the most important factor and social change denotes time sequence. So in this way, your part 3 and part 4 of model question paper 2 of sociology is completed. Thank you. Thanks for watching. If you want to see other videos also, please do check playlist, because many of the answers have already been uploaded. So please do check that. And if you want another video or answers of any other questions which have not been uploaded till yet, then you can comment down below. I will provide you the same. So thank you. Thanks for watching, and please do subscribe my channel for further notification and hit the bell icon. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.